Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and do a review on the Koss KPH40s and to go from there. As of right now, there are only like 1,000 people who have bought this on Amazon. And I think a lot of people are missing out on, in my opinion, an amazing pair of headphones. And yeah, want to give you my thoughts. On my older channels, I've actually unlisted them. I actually did 2 reviews of the Koss KPH30s. Go ahead and just add another bit of information here, and it's regarding, so I used to have them. I no longer have them anymore, but for 2 reasons. So what happened was that it actually broke right here at the hinge, and it broke on me like 3 times. And if you look in the orders history here, you can see I keep buying the KPH30s. Yes, they have like lifetime warranty, but like, it's a hassle actually to do it, because then you gotta pay like all the shipping and everything, and you gotta wait. And sometimes it's just easier just to buy it. But what I realized is after a while, it's just like, this is annoying. And so what I like about these, the KPH40s, is that this is all stainless steel on the top, and it's extremely flexible. So it's far more comfortable than the KPH30i's. So I want to go ahead and just do a sound comparison on kind of my thoughts regarding this and the KPH30s and the Koss Porta Pro and the KSC75. This is extremely subjective, so please put a note, but I want to make something extremely clear. I'm only going to evaluate on the stock KPH30i's, because yes, when you add the Yaxi pads on the KPH30i's, what that does is it tones down the darkness of the KPH30i's, makes them brighter, and it gives you more soundstage, which some would argue would give you better sound than the KPH40s. But in my opinion, stock KPH30i's are actually, in my opinion, a lot more, I would say, muffled compared to these, and they're a little bit more, you know what it always sounds like? Fuzzy. I don't know how to explain it. It just sounds fuzzy all the time. The best way I can explain it is, this is a really poor analogy, but this is me out of a microphone. I'm gonna go ahead and put see how I sound, right? Microphone check, testing 1 2 3, and then like this, like microphone check, testing 1 2 3. My God, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly how it is. That's how it sounds like on the KPH30i's. It's just like, it always sounds fuzzy. There's a lot of detail. You saw what I just did there? That's the best way I can explain how all the music sounds on it. These are better. So let's go ahead and go over the Richter scale. In terms of bass, the Koss Porta Pro is way over here. The bass can be muddy and a little bit overpowering at times. And then there's a KSC75. I know people love them. I don't really care for them because of 2 reasons. I don't like the headband. I don't care about modding it. And I don't think it sounds better than this. This sounds better. I don't care. I just think it sounds better. That's the other thing too. So now there's a comparison between this and the KPH30s. And here's a hot take. But you know what the funny thing is? I'm not the only one who thinks this. So the KPH40s have more clarity compared to the KPH30i's. And I'm going to show you 7 other YouTubers who are saying the same thing. This actually has less bass compared to the KPH30i's stock, believe it or not. And there's 7 other people who are agreeing with me here. And I'm like,
these are probably not probably, out of all the Koss headphones I have, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets now, these are the best sounding, refined. The treble is just a tad bit more clear, a little bit more just delicately, sparkly, whatever audiophile terms you want. Just the faintest of, light, trebly details are clean and clear. So it seems that they brought the distortion down in the driver. The mids are very neutral. They don't get harsh. The voices sound fine. Acoustics sound great. And then the bass, it seems like they cleaned up bass just a touch. The bass is just a bit more defined and a bit more punchy than the KPH30.
But sometimes the low to mid-range can feel a little bloated. Personally, I prefer a more balanced sound overall. In terms of sound, the KPH30i has a better soundstage, but the KPH40 excels in clarity, instrument separation, and handling higher audio resolution.
Now to talk about sound. The KPH30i's were kind of dark, meaning the detail was a little bit suppressed, and the bass was a little bit elevated.
It sounded a little floppy. Not terrible, but not amazing. So for sound quality, I'm gonna give it to these. And
out of the box, without these mods, these sound better too.
Really, in short, if I had to describe them, they're like the KPH30i's remastered. It's clean, present, and deep, but not overwhelming.
So when people say that the KPH30i's are more brighter, and like, that's because they modified it. But if you don't modify it, these actually sound better. In many ways, this has cleaner bass and it doesn't sound fuzzy like the KPH30i's. Because like I said, the KPH30i's, they always sounded fuzzy to me. Like everything, like female vocals, everything, it just sounds like really fuzzy. Like it just, I hate it. This is like, it just brightens it up and it's a lot more clear. The bass is not overpowering like this, and this is actually a little bit less bass compared to the KPH30i's. Believe it or not, it is. And then the treble, this actually has more treble. And you're going to start seeing other YouTubers that are saying the same thing. They're saying that the KPH40i's have more treble compared to the KPH30's. How is that possible? Well, that's because we're all evaluating all these people and all these reviewers I'm showing. They are showing you that they have the stock ones. They don't have the modified one. And the funny thing is, there's one person on there, he does have a modified one, but even he admits that out of the box, unmodified, these sound better than the KPH30's. On the sound signature of this headphone, how would I describe it? I would say it's actually U-shaped. It's not V-shaped. It's funny because in another Discord, and sometimes some people actually say this, some people say that this is actually veering towards neutral. Some might even say it's neutral. And at first I was laughing at that. I'm like, Koss doesn't make anything that's neutral. And they don't. But upon more and more listens, this is actually pretty neutral. But I would say it's U-shaped. So the bass is, like I said, it's U-shaped. It's got a little bit of bass on there. It's nice and clean and punchy, but not overpowering like this, and not as bad as the KPH30's. I actually think these have better bass than the KPH30's. These are cleaner and punchier. This is not fuzzy. I don't know how else to explain the KPH30i's. They are fuzzy sounding, right? It sounds so stupid, but if you have a KPH30i, you're going to understand. And then on the treble, this has better treble, a little bit more sparkle compared to the KPH30i's. These have almost like far less. And then the KSE75s, I didn't care for them. So this, in my opinion, has the right balance. Female vocals on K-pop or pop or whatever, they really do shine, but it has a lot of body to it and it's smooth. It's not like where it just feels like, what I hate is when you listen to audio and the female vocals sound like, it just sounds like they've been put in a de-esser like 20 times, you know what I mean? That's not what this does. It's still, what it does, it gives out that, you know, I don't know how else to explain it. You know, it's almost like, this is actually, it's good. That's all I can really say. It's really damn good. I swear to God, this sounds like almost as good as some really expensive headsets I've tried. And not because this is $40. No, it's just, this is outperforms its weight. And if you notice one thing about my channel, if something is like cheap and beats something expensive, I let you all know about it. This is something cheap that beats expensive things. And you guys should check it out. And that's all I want to say. You guys have a great day. Okay, bye.